This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNN Live. We're on location at the William E. Hanna Jr. Innovation Center at Shady Grove in Rockville, Maryland. I have with me Dr. Frederick Abramson of Fresh Start Science, a nonprofit organization. Dr. Abramson, welcome to SNN Live.
Thank you, Shelley. Pleasure to be here.
It's good to have you. So tell our audience what Fresh Start Science is about.
Fresh Start Science is created to help the disadvantaged young single mother find a path into the economic mainstream so she can have a life for herself and her children in a positive way.
What a beautiful thought.
Thank you.
How does it work in practice?
Well, what we realize is that the 14 million poverty-level single moms, one of the big challenges for them is that they need to get something in their brain that shows them that they're valuable, that they're people who can do things. Just rooting them on and saying you're great doesn't work as well as getting some insight into who you are. So what we do is we use the wellness genetic science, where we show her genetic identity for how it contributes to her everyday life. And with coaching and collaboration, she begins to discover she's a person of value. She discovers her value of her children, and she begins to think of herself as someone who can do things. And then the last part of this process is we then will connect her into job opportunities, into networks that can help her learn the life skills she needs, parenting, how to even dress and buy clothing, more education, the kind of things that are needed to be part of the mainstream. But the key to this is it starts inside her brain in a way that no one's ever done before.
Wow. What can you say? I mean, that's an amazing way of looking at things, going right back similarly to the roots of where it all starts.
It is. It goes back to the roots. And I would say that we're the first time that anyone in the world has used genetics in a positive way to solve a non-medical social problem. And we can do this, and we can make a difference in a way that no one's ever been able to do before.
How do you reach the girls?
That's the least of our challenge. The high schools have many young girls who have gotten pregnant. There are various agencies, public service agencies. Many of them are just working at ordinary jobs at McDonald's and Walmart and things like that, and they're struggling. And they're struggling to make it. And the problem with 14 million isn't the problem finding them. Our problem is going to be bringing in donations and funds from foundations and corporations so that we can ramp up a program that anyone in the United States can use. Our plan is to build something that everyone in the United States could pick up and use without necessarily talking to us, because we have to do something unless we just give up.
Have you been able to measure some of the success?
We haven't been able to measure success yet because we are raising money to start our first panel. We've tested this technology out with people, so we know the transformative impact it has on lives. We now target the young single mom because we recognized, as a result of meeting people whose young children, 14, 15, 16-year-old daughters, had babies and struggling to figure out what to do. And we said, we can make a difference. Let's do something different.
So if you were to make a pitch, what would be the way you would pitch this for someone to want to invest in this?
This is an opportunity to put money, invest money in a path and a program that will transform the lives of people and take them truly out of poverty, and will help these women have their children become part of the mainstream instead of being engaged in the criminal justice system. We're not talking about Band-Aids anymore. We're not talking about just trying to fix something in a mild way. We're talking about changing the way this young woman thinks about herself, her world, her family, and everything, so she can become a part of our society in the main way. That's a great investment, and no one else is going to be doing what we're doing until after we show them how to do it. It's a sensible investment in people.
How did you come up with this idea?
Well, I've been involved off and on with women's health issues for years, but it turned out 2 years ago I was driving with one of my coaches to talk to a woman whose 15-year-old daughter had a baby. By design. have a happy family. And she said, how could what we do make a difference? And I suddenly hit me that what we have to do is get inside the brains of these young women and show them that they're valuable. Give them self-esteem from the inside. Let them learn who they are in real biological terms, and then work with them so they can translate that into real positive actions, and then help them succeed. If you tell them to go on Monster.com to get a job, it's over. But we can get them into jobs. We can get Bank of America to say we'll train them. We can get Hopkins and MIT and Columbia and Harvard to take these women in, even without an SAT. Because you know something I learned, Shelley? The great organizations in this world take risks on people. They don't run it by the numbers. So what we're saying is we're going to give these young women a reason to be worth taking a chance on.
And Maryland is where you chose to do this?
Maryland's where we chose to start doing it. Absolutely.
Baltimore? Or?
Well, we're looking at Baltimore, Prince George's County, Montgomery. We're virtual. Our model is to use the wireless, the digital world, the cell phone, so we don't need bricks and mortar. And happily, this young generation, they love being connected. So we can work with them virtually wherever they are.
Reach out to this man, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Frederick Abramson. What is the website?
www.freshstartscience.org.
Reach out to him. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Frederick Abramson, Fresh Start Science, a nonprofit organization wanting to do some good things for our generational kids out there. I am Shelley Kraft. We're coming to you live on SNN Live. We're on location at the William E. Hanna Jr. Innovation Center at Shady Grove in Rockville Center. I want to congratulate you on this company and this nonprofit, and good luck with it.
Appreciate it. It's been great.